Hello and welcome. I'm Sandie Stargazer from the International Metaphysical Ministry and PTV Australia. This is my trusty little companion. His name's Harry. He'll sit there in the background. And welcome to your April energy update if you're born in the month of November. So we're looking at our Scorpios and we're looking at our Sagittarians. So it doesn't matter whether you believe in astrology or not. This energy update is based on your birth month. It uses numerology and the Angel Tarot by Radley Valentine. Star signs will come into it, but if you don't believe in that, that's fine. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. So please press like, share, and subscribe. If you're a subscriber to my page, you will be able to see when I'm doing live events for your birth month. And you can jump on here and type your question in, and I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. So very excited about that. So free reading, absolutely. Jump online, press like, share, and subscribe. The energy that I'm getting for you for November is a good one. 11's reign, really. If you're born in November, you're a master. If you're born on the 11th of any month, you're a master or you're working towards mastership. If you're born in the month of November, then you're a master or you're mastering something as well. So it's the master builder number. So there's a lot of master builders. If you're born on the 11th of the 11th, Remembrance Day, you're definitely a master. So you've got 1 and 1 is 2, 4 for the month, 2 for the year, and 22, or 2 for the decade and 22 for the year, which is 4, which is 2424. Angel number 24 is inner wisdom. Angels sending you positive energy, boosting your confidence and self-belief. Positive past efforts have put you on the right path to stability. So trust your intuition. When we add the 1 and the 2, we're looking at 3, which is the Empress in the Major Arcana in the Tarot. So she is all about creating abundance and wealth and lavish lifestyle and unleashing your creativity and giving birth to your dreams and nurturing those around you and life being full of plenty. So it's a good time for you this month. It will be a very fertile period for you, April, if you're born in November. April will be April will be a very good month for you if you're born in November. Yeah, it'll be a month filled with laughter. It'll be a month filled with social interaction. You may get invited to a social event. It will be a month for enterprise, because in the Minor Arcana, the 3 of Cups, social situations, is the 3 of Cups. Can also represent third-party relationships, but we'll see if that's going to happen. 3 of Wands. Well, the 3 of Wands is a good one because the 3 of Wands is all about enterprise. Okay. The 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is a good one as well. It's about apprenticeship, learning, public recognition. The 3 of Swords, which is healing and forgiveness. Can be sorrow, but usually it's healing and forgiveness, weathering life's storms. So before I start with the cards, I'm going to do our customary Reiki chant. So uncross your legs, uncross your arms, close your eyes, and listen to the sound of my voice. Chokure, chokure, chokure. Say hey ki, say hey ki, say hey ki. Chokure, chokure, chokure. Honshuzei shonin, honshuzei shonin, honshuzei shonin. Chokure, chokure, chokure. Right, normally jumpers from the deck, and it usually works pretty well, but unfortunately, Sandie Stargazer is a bit of a butterfingers, so I'm going to try my best not to drop them, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So 4 cards for week 1. Goddesses, gods, archangels, angels, spirit guides, Holy Spirit. What does our 11-month viewers, our November babies, have going for them in April 2022? So things are looking good. You're at the end of a difficult situation. You could be taking a trip. You could be traveling by boat over the water, taking a cruise. You're moving away from difficult period. You could be going somewhere. You're taking a trip. I also feel there's good news about financial matters. You know, this is a beautiful card. Could be receiving a message, some sort of message regarding good news about financial matters. Perhaps you want to do something more challenging in April, or there's a new area of study coming up for you. Either way, you'll be victorious, because when the 6 of fire comes up, it's a very victorious time for you. Okay, public recognition and awards. So that new study that you're doing, or that you will be doing, will be leading you to receiving public recognition and awards. You could be doing study which is spiritual in nature, because you've got the Hierophant there in the form of the Unity card. You've got the Hierophant, and it's number 5. So far, you've got 2 6s that have come out. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So you've got the gift of the gab, but I also feel that financially you'll be doing very, very well in April. Very well. You will be receiving a message which will make your heart flutter, and you'll be like, wow, this is really happening. And yes, it's really happening. You'll be dealing with spiritual organizations. You'll be dealing with spiritual organizations. You'll be surrounded by like-minded friends. You will be taking on board traditional viewpoints and methods. But let me just say, just because someone says their way is the only way, someone says to me, oh, my way is the only way, I turn around and walk in the opposite direction, because that person is in their ego. That person's in their ego. Everyone has a right to believe whatever they want to believe, and you can't force them to believe anything. People have human rights, yeah? So with this card, usually it means you're going to be surrounded by people from many different faith groups and many different nationalities, and those people celebrate diversity. So if anyone comes to you and says, well, we believe in our traditional views of this, that, and the other, and you need to do what we say, turn around and walk in the opposite direction. Because that person, they don't celebrate diversity. And the world is a diverse place. Look how much different diversity we have in plant life, animal life. Why would the spirit world be any different? It's not. It's not any different. There is just as much diversity in the spirit realm as what there is on Earth. So space is a massive, massive, massive place, and there's a lot of diversity. And yes, I believe in extraterrestrials. It would be the height of human arrogance to believe that we're the only beings in the entire universe. And if you believe that God created one Earth, then why couldn't he create another one? And he probably has. He's not even the word I use for God. Creator of all that is. If creator of all that is created Earth, then God, creator of all that is, must have created other civilizations on other planets as well. So, but you will be learning. You'll be learning spiritual topics. You'll be traveling. Some of you will be sitting with very wise teachers from all different faith backgrounds, Christians, Jews, Islam, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, Hare Krishnans, Reiki people, psychics. You'll be moving in that direction. Don't allow fear to get in your way. You may have a few sleepless nights. You may be expecting the worst. Don't allow that to get in the way. As a timing card, air is 9 weeks. Actually, Bradley Valentine reads air as weeks, swords as weeks. But I know a lot of psychics that will say swords are quick, they cut quickly, so they consider swords to be days. So just take that on board, however that resonates for you. You might see a major development within 9 days, or you could see something happening within 9 weeks, okay? Months. I'm still trying to adapt to Bradley Valentine's way of doing it. I used to read 9 of air as days. So take that as 9 days. There's a celebration, there's an invitation to a social event. Okay. Some of you are worried that your partners are having an affair, because this represents third-party relationships. And for some of you as well, you may receive information about a job. You know, you want to do something more challenging, and you receive information about a job or a new area of study, and it involves travel. You may have to travel to study something, and you might be thinking the worst, can I do this on my own? I've never gone that far on my own before. Can I do this? Will I be all right? You will be all right. You'll be okay. You've got the 3 of water. You'll be safe. You've got angelic protection. Okay? And you've got another 3. That's 33. So yeah, some of you have angelic protection. I'm sorry if it keeps jumping in and out. The internet has been playing up a bit today, so please forgive me if it keeps jumping in and out. Yeah, so 33, that's a master number as well. Bill Gates is a 33. So that's the kind of change you can create in the world. Major change. So you may be 33 years of age. And you're needing to travel and you don't really know if you can do it or not. You can, especially when you've got the 3 of fire, because you've got abundance, things looking very good, enterprise. Things are just on the surface, just waiting to take shape. And you just need to wait a little bit longer, not long, just have a little bit more patience. You are very, very psychic though, very psychic. Yeah. You have a lot of psychic ability. Release fears that are holding you back. And that's that 9 of air. They're fears. Self-fulfilling prophecies. You know, don't expect the worst. Definitely don't speak the worst. You know, our words are magic. I keep saying that. Okay. You'll be spending quiet time alone. You will be a light. You'll be a guiding light. At some point in your life, all that spiritual learning and meditation will turn into spiritual teaching. You'll be teaching spirituality as well. You'll need to take a sabbatical at some point. You got 99, so you've got lots of angel numbers coming out, so I'll let you look them up. But for you, so far, you've got 11, 66, 33, 99. So look up those numbers. I'll let you do some research. I'll give you some homework. I'm going to spoon feed you people. You need to do some research. But yeah, you are very psychic, so release your fears that are holding you back. You may need to take a sabbatical. As the hermit, you do need to do that. You go out, you teach, you heal, you do readings, you do whatever it is you're doing, and then you take a holiday. Why do you think you look at psychiatrists and they're always on holiday? Oh, sorry, you can't make an appointment at this time. He's on holiday. Doctors, GPs. Oh, I'm so sorry, he's gone away on a trip. I can't book an appointment. They go on conference, they call it a conference. Please, it's a junket. But really they're taking a sabbatical. They're taking time off because their role takes a lot out of them, so they need to do that. You're the same, you're the hermit, you're very psychic. So occasionally you need to take a sabbatical, maybe a week or two. You need to take time out. But yeah, it's the same as a doctor. When they go on their conferences and things and they're away so much and you can't book an appointment, you need to do the same thing. There's travel by air. You're going overseas. You're going overseas. You're going interstate. I believe because you got the 3 of water right next to that. So yeah, things are moving at a fast pace. But many things happening at once. You are seeing the truth of a situation. You've got a challenging new beginning. That's where that fear comes in, because you don't believe you can do it. You've got imposter syndrome. That's what's wrong with you. You ask what's wrong with me, I'll tell you what's wrong with you. You've got imposter syndrome. You don't believe you can do it. You will though. Forget about that boy that's in the past. If I'm reading for a female so far, no court cards have come. Oh, one court card has come out, but it's a page, and pages are really new beginnings and they're messengers. But no knights, queens and kings have come out yet. So this is a very broad reading. So you can take from this what you want, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. We don't say man or woman anymore. We say masculine or feminine. You won't miss that opportunity. No. Speak up. Lift your voice up. Work on your throat chakra. Some of you have a lower back problem. You need to get that resolved before all of this happens. Before you start moving ahead. 11, 33, 66, 99. Yeah. Got a new job. Or money coming to you at least. You will make money out of your business, whatever it is. Okay. The High Priestess has come up. So yeah, it's a spiritually based business. It could be anything to do with teaching yoga, art therapy. You could be becoming a priest, a nun in any religion, doesn't matter which one. You could be opening a bookshop because she's holding a bookshop with a cafe. You could be getting into, you could be learning. You could be working as a medium. You could be hearing spirit. Oh, yeah, another one. You could be working as a celebrant, a marriage celebrant. Some of you will be a counselor. You're working in an area where you're in service to others, but it's to do with memorable moments in their lives. The Four of Air hasn't come out, so I'm not seeing a hospital. I'm not seeing a hospital situation here. I'm seeing like weddings, baptisms, funerals, spiritual learning, yoga, crystals, bookshops, things about, you know, celebratory events. It will take a while to happen. It will be a little bit slow going. I mean, most businesses either fail in the first 2 years. Once you've hit that 5-year mark and beyond, things start to get better. You may be running at a loss to begin with, and that's why you're worrying, but I haven't seen losses yet. But you've got the 9 of Earth next to the Ace of Earth. So that tells me that you will be getting the money that you need, and you will be using that money that you need. It's actually directly related to an awakening that you're going to have. You'll wake up and you'll see something, not literally wake up out of bed in the morning. You'll notice something that you've never noticed before, and it's always been there, always right in front of your eyes, and you just did not know. You just didn't notice it. But you'll wake up and you go, oh, okay, aha, that's a light bulb moment. I need to do that. And you'll do it, and then when you do it, it'll work out. Yeah. So the High Priestess, so you got the 9 of Earth, the 9 of Air, and the Hermit. So that's 999. 9 and 9 is 18, plus another 9. I'm terrible at maths, but I think that's a 27. And you got the 4th 9 that's come out, right? So the people born in November, okay, you're really closing off a chapter, a big chapter, and you're going to close it off in a massive way. Because you've got that 9 in the major arcana, you've got the 9 in the earth, you've got the 9 in the air, you've got the 9 in the fire. I wouldn't be surprised if the 9 in the water comes out. I really wouldn't. You got the moon, which is 1 and 8, which when you add them together is 9. Massive endings. There's your 4 card that I said I didn't say yet, which was hospitals. Yeah. Something's happening and it's going to end in a spectacular way. You are going on a trip. You'll okay, energetic boundaries, particularly with your sister. Very important. Very important. Because the High Priestess can represent a sister, and you've got 9 of Fire right next to her. So you really need to make sure that you keep energetic boundaries when it comes to your sister. But you're going away for a holiday. You think you're going to miss an opportunity, but you're not. You can't see it. You can't see this, but over there to my left is my suitcase. And look what landed right next to it. The world. You are going to travel the world. Okay? You're going to travel the world. And that's also closing off a chapter. You're closing off a massive chapter in your life. Wow. Wow. Those of you born in November, you always do it, don't you? Right at the last moment. Never late or early, always on time. the Justice card. You, and I especially know this for Scorpios born in November, you really champion the underdog, don't you? You really care about people that are down and out. Because you've been there, you've been to that, you've seen death. You've looked death in the eyes and you've gone, yeah, I see ya. I know ya. I'm not scared of ya. And you're not. You're not scared of death at all. Because if you're born in the 11th month, you're a master and you know that there's no such thing as death. Death doesn't happen. Death doesn't exist because we are made of energy and energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. And what is energy? Can never be created or destroyed, moves into form, out of form, and through form, is everywhere at all times, has no beginning or no end. What is God? Has no beginning or no end, moves into form, out of form, through form, can never be created or destroyed, is everywhere at all times. Your energy, you are energy. Sure, you have flesh and bone, you have a body, but it's the energy which creates the thoughts, which keeps you alive. That energy doesn't get destroyed when you die. Nope, it doesn't. It just leaves the body. If you think about it, everything is atoms. Everything, the air, these cards, my hat, my face, the clock, my bird. Everything is made of atoms and energy. Atoms and energy. So your body disintegrates into the ground, so what? Those atoms go somewhere. They don't just go nowhere. The energy goes somewhere too. But getting back to this, you're going to be handed a lot. And you're going to do the right thing with it. You're going to do the right thing with it. You've got a lot of major Kana cards come out on the table. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Major shifts for you. You've got 3 Earth cards, a message concerning an inflow of money, and it's an abundance of money. You've got 4 air cards. So you're in your head, you're using your thoughts. Yeah. People will be watching you because, wait a minute. They'll be waiting to see whether you'll be able to stay grounded or not. That's what they're going to wait and see. Yeah, see? Right? Okay. You've got a very big beginning happening. Actually, this card here to me, rather than really speaking of a beginning, it's speaking of your connection to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay, even though it's 0, it's spirit. It's a starting point. This is where your life begins. And even though you may be 11, 66, 33, 99, or 27, today when you see this reading and when most of this, if it resonates with you in your life, when it happens, your life's starting now. It didn't start back then. It's starting now. Okay? It's starting now. You know, some people say, oh, my life didn't start until I turned 40. Bam. That's what this reading's speaking of to me. Your life did not start until now, wherever you are in the world. You've got a nice car. You've got Archangel Metatron watching over you. You've got Archangel Michael. You've got Archangel Gabriel. You've got Archangel Raguel. You've got Archangel Haniel. You've got Archangel Sandalphon. 2 cards from Archangel Haniel came out. So she's your patron Archangel, and Metatron. Both of those are patron archangels for you. So you have literary abilities. You have abilities with words. You also are very intuitive and very psychic, which is why you got the High Priestess and the Moon and Archangel Haniel. You keep thinking that it's not going to work out, though. It will, see? It's the fears that are holding you back. It's fears that are holding you back. You're locked in the past and you're fearful. So you need to go and that's probably why you'll be studying spirituality, because you're going to go back and look at your life and do a life review. You're going to do a life review. You're going to review your life, but you're going to be studying and you're going to be releasing a lot of things which happened to you as a child and things that you saw. And you're going to be releasing a lot of that. I'm being shown the all-seeing eye as well. There's the all-seeing eye, the eye of God. And you are going to be shown a lot. God's going to share some secrets with you. I know that because otherwise you wouldn't have Raziel, Archangel Raziel. And you wouldn't have the High Priestess either. So you are closing off a chapter. And although the 9 of Water didn't come out, I don't really even think it has to come out, because you've got you've got the world now. You've got the world. You've got the pillars of society. You've got the scales of balance and karma. You're stepping through the portal and you're going to drive your life forward like you have never seen before. And it starts in April. And it will be a long thing too, because you've got a lot of major kind of cards that have come out. Look at all the majors that have come out. So this is a major shift. It's a major change. Look how many came out. You've got major, major changes. Major changes that you need to make, and you will make them. You've got a lot of fire which has come out, which is about passion, activity, creations. Can be spirituality too, the Holy Spirit as well, the flame of the Holy Spirit. Baptism with fire. Some of you will literally walk over the flames. You won't be afraid. You'll literally just walk over that fire. You'll be like, yeah, I can do this. And you'll walk straight through it. It'll burn you. Fire burns, but you'll do it anyway. Yeah. You're going to be sitting with people from all different nationalities. Yeah, last card. So this year and last year when we had COVID, there was really, we were looking at the Great Reset as well. I think you would have heard about that. And you would have heard about ascension. If you're watching this video, you definitely know about ascension. So human civilization is ascending at the moment. And you've got two camps, supposedly. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because from this reading, it feels to me very much like you are connected in with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Even though you have your own Trinity and everyone else has their own mind, body, spirit, and their own Trinity with God, their own relationship with the Creator of all that is, who's found in here and in here. You have that really strong connection. And I think it feels to me that people know that. And so if you're on YouTube or you're work for a hotline or you do readings or you do healing work or whatever it is that you do, I feel like April will be a month for you to really focus on that, really focus on it and really get the most out of it. So your lucky numbers before I go are 11, 4, 20, 22, 2, 4, I think I said 4, 12, 33, 66, 99, and 27. Remember, if you're going to gamble, do it sensibly. Okay, you can find me at ptvaustralia.com.au. Scroll down to Stargazer. My reader ID is 9141. You can also come on here. If you like, share, and subscribe. Next time I'm on, you'll receive a notification and you'll be able to type in a question and I will answer it for you. That is free. And I'm also on Facebook. I do monthly readings, so your monthly energy update for each month. And I do an overall weekly update, which I'll be releasing tonight. And that will be every Sunday I release that. And so, yeah, I hope you can jump on board and help me to build my platform. It helps me to study further in metaphysics and spirituality. And I will love you and leave you. And from Harry and I, have a wonderful April. Talk to you soon.